Mario Kart World is very different from what I expected. At face value, it kind of looks just like an upgraded Mario Kart 8 with better frame rate. As I played more, I realized the new techniques and tricks that were introduced were meant to be used in a very different way than your traditional Mario Kart game. With these new mechanics comes a great variety of new shortcuts, and we're going to dive into why they're so good, when to use or when not to use them, and obviously I'll be demonstrating how to perform them. Do keep in mind that these are not as easy as they look, so pay attention. So first off, we'll take a look at DK Pass. In all of the courses, not all of the shortcuts are created equal. Some are easier to spot, while others require a little more attention. In DK Pass, as soon as you start the race, you can actually trick off the track to bounce off of the pole. You have to make sure you really line up with the pole, or you'll end up missing it and fall. It's a small skip, but in the long run, these do make differences when you have multiple laps. It also helps that most of the shortcuts in this game that I know of so far don't require items like mushrooms or a set amount of coins for speed. The next shortcut on DK Pass is a curb skip, where you ride on the curb of the track to skip a sharp turn. Just like the previous shortcut, you want to trick off the track and hit the curb. As soon as you're on it, you have to hold left and align yourself to land back on the right spot. This one is also a really easy skip, but you also don't want to stay on the curb too long or else you'll end up too far to actually land back on the track itself. Now, would I go for this all the time? Yeah, it's easy, efficient, and also makes you look cool. Next up on the list is Bowser's Castle. We'll start with the easy part first. At the start of the race, there are chains on both the left and right side that you can grind on for a quick shortcut. At the end of this though, I do recommend to just slide off instead of doing a trick, since you'll have to hit the brakes as soon as you land. Now, there's actually another shortcut that's actually faster than this one, and in my opinion, this is arguably the hardest shortcut to get right consistently in this game. Here is how it goes. Quick pause. The shortcut I was about to show you is this one. But as I was editing, it already got outdated. So it's crazy how fast people find these. Let's look at a much easier way to perform this shortcut, and here is how it really goes. Immediately start charting a jump, then once you're on the wall, you need to do a trick to the right. Now pay attention to your cart, because as soon as it starts turning, you want to do a neutral trick. Once you get inside this red triangle, you press the trick button one more time, and trust me on this one, you do not need to touch your left stick at all. Once you hit the sign either in the middle or the right part, that's when you want to hold left and do tricks to land the shortcut. This way makes you land the shortcut way more consistently than the other one. The last shortcut I will be covering for now is on Guy Bazaar. This one is a very fun one to learn, and it's by far the longest one. There are two ways to start the shortcut, and there are two ways to end it. Here is the long one with some extra tricks that I added. Here's how it goes. As soon as your tires get big, you need to trick off of the small gap onto the rail. Right before you turn, do a neutral trick and land on the second rail. When you get to the pole, that's when you do another trick, and then another one after that when you get to these flowers. Do a trick on the wall, and then as soon as you get to the second window, go on the right and then on the left. Right up the wall, and then the shortcut is technically done. It would end right here. But as I was playing around, I found an extension. If you want to do this extension, you need to trick to the right, wall ride, and then land on the rail. If you want an easier way to start the shortcut, you can wait, charge a jump, and then land on the third rail directly, and then go on from there. So yeah, Mario Kart World has some insane shortcuts, and I can't wait to cover more of them when they release DLC and eventually 200cc.